welcome to our Kobe Bryant, Jeff Gordon episode 24 of the Inside the Bus podcast. And this one, you're probably wondering, why didn't this episode happen sooner? Because you've probably heard this guy's name before, whether it's in the bussin' world, whether it's in the bus scenes world, or whether it's in the For the Dads world. We have our newest employee on this episode with us, Derrik from the chat.
Thank you.
Solid intro.
Thanks, man. This is
Speaking with emphasis.
Newest employee of 2 months already?
Yeah.
39 days?
39 days was Friday. Yeah.
That blog was incredible.
I was super nervous. Obviously, we can talk about what actually happened, but sending it out, there was like a 2-hour gap before G hit the group chat of that blog. And you go through when you do any type of content, like, does everyone hate it or whatever? And then I was like, fuck, I kind of fucked with Coop a little bit on it. And like, shit, I kind of fucked with Will. I'm like, damn, is everyone going to hate me on Monday, man? But no, it was good.
No, that was incredible.
This office needs a blogger too. I feel like there's not enough of that.
We need more writing. And for those that don't understand what we're talking about, every Sunday night we have a weekly schedule that gets sent out to us. And normally Ryan puts it together. Shout out Ryan, but has everything that's going on. This past week, Derrik added a blog to it where he was basically diving into the levels of fandom, because that's been a big argument at the bus. We have some sickos, we have some diehards, we have some Will Comptons.
Some casuals.
Yeah.
Me.
And he dove into it, and it was beautiful writing.
I did take your name out of the casual thing. Because I didn't want it to be a shot, but I was like, you do love the Chiefs, but you don't do it enough for Clump to fuck with you.
No, I'm not one, I mean, we've said it before, but I'm not one, like, it's not going to ruin my week. I just like watching football.
Fair.
I think there's a name.
I'll be back.
Need to...
I have something I need to grab pertaining to this. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
think
definitely need that.
We need to figure out a name to differentiate between the casuals of the world, like Matt Malone, and then you, because I don't know. There seems like there's a little bit of a gap.
In which way?
Which swings better for your
Yeah, I would agree.
your fandom.
Yeah, because I think
Fandom, casual fandom with incredible ball knowledge, and then just casual fan?
That could be it.
I think my
a long
fandom
title.
is
Working
the
title.
NFL hat that Coop has. Like, that is me for the NFL.
Football.
Rob Lowe of our office.
Correct. But I know
You kind of look like
We got a
him, too.
face swap.
I know like
on him.
I do obviously playing college football and like growing up and playing football. Like, I know the ins and outs of football. And like when like sometimes Gio asks me a football question, I'm like, fuck yeah, I can flex my ball knowledge like muscle. So like I am
I think you're a gamer. I think that might
Gamer's
be
a good one.
Yeah.
I-
Gamer fills in a
cares
lot
more
there.
if
Cut
he
your teeth
loses.
for it.
Mitch cares more if he loses flag, which is gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're a gamer.
I can get down with gamer.
Yeah.
It fits too.
You just
Cool.
gotta
Yeah.
beat Clump this
I've
week.
always appreciated too that you kind of take the first step in being like, I'm a casual.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, I'm like, like in a way you are, but like I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit. So yeah, I think gamer's a good place to hang the hat for now.
Yeah, and because I would get frustrated and annoyed because you guys were like, it was more so of like Taylor said it best on the bus. He's like, Mitch just likes football. Like we get mad at him because we think he doesn't like ball, but like, no, it's just like, I just like football.
You like all ball.
I like all ball.
It's probably the
All
level you
balls.
played at. Like you played in college, right?
Yeah.
So you just like it. You went to South Carolina, Oklahoma. Like
That's the thing.
That's what I tried to hit in the blog. Is there's a difference between you guys when I came south with college football fandom and being a pro. Like being a Steelers fan, it ruins my day. But we play, and I'm like, cool. We can go give another. If there's a third fucking Hayward brother, let's toss him a bag. Like, but you guys have a year in year out college fandom that like watching you with the Vol. It's different. It's just flat. 100% different.
It's tough in a state, Tennessee specifically, where you have to live and die by football. You can rep the Grizzlies, but obviously that's Memphis. But like we don't have obviously an MLB team, no NBA team. So like as a Steelers fan, like you can rep the Sixers, you can rep the Phillies. Like you can kind of, if you're having a bad year, you can run.
Pirates.
We do have the Pirates, and
yeah.
the Sixers are Philly, but in your defense, we don't have a basketball team. So people picked Cleveland and
Penguins.
Sixers
Yeah.
until LeBron came along. Then those
Just in
fucking
markets where you have a fallback.
pussies.
We'll get there.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's a great point, though.
All right, so it goes bottom, casual,
Matt.
and gamer.
I think it's Matt Malone. I think below Matt is Jared because he just doesn't really care. Like he's like Sundays are free days to me. Like I don't have to. I don't watch football. So it's Jared, and then I would say
We'd be working 7 days a week out here.
I think Matt Malone, and then I would almost say me and Coop are kind of in the same realm
I feel like it's fair.
because like you know ball, but like it's not. But
like,
you're not like on there.
I love football.
Coop was on Suey after the Titans snuck his Cardinals.
He's that way with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I am like. Yeah.
Maybe a step
I'm
above
probably
me.
like a little bit above Mitch on like
Yeah.
I do care.
Yeah.
It really doesn't like I almost like am just used to watching the Cardinals suck, so like that's just part of my football watching experience. It's
Yeah.
not like it actually doesn't ruin my mood as much as I.
But you'll get
Leave it-
frustrated.
Yeah, I'll get frustrated,
But if
but like
they were-
I do just like watching football. Like I don't care if it's my team. Like,
Yeah.
But if
I'm
the
kinda
cards were
similar.
nice, you're gonna be like bought in all the way.
God, I hope so. If they,
Your
if
meme
they ever
did
get there, I hope the payoff is worth.
Your meme hit what, like a couple 100,000
Mil.
on X? Was it mil for it? It's up
Yeah,
now?
the
Like
Cardinals being
2.9
bad. I can
Yeah.
post memes on
Bro.
Twitter and get 2.4 million views on them, even though it's about the Cardinals sucking ass.
I'd say you're
That
in the
was
gamer category though.
funny,
for sure.
bro.
But I think he
I'm
like,
in a similar
Plus?
category to Mitch.
Gamer Plus.
Plus.
Gamer
because-
Plus.
he does get frustrated. Like if the Chiefs lose, I'm like, fuck. But if like the Cardinals lose, like he'll put out a tweet. He'll like dog the Cardinals. Where I'm not going to tweet about
It
the
is.
Chiefs necessarily.
I am
I'm
that
not
kind of
gonna-
fan where like I kind of am a sicko in terms of like when my team's doing bad, it's kind of enjoyable to kind of tease them and make fun of them.
Yeah,
It's like tough love
yeah.
JP, what
every year with the Cardinals. Every year.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, finish
Oh, yes,
the
yes,
the
so-
list, then I want to.
so
I'm
Matt-
trying to submit
Matt-
myself to the highest level.
Okay.
Matt, me, or Jared, Matt, me, Coop.
So
What
what
is-
that goes does not care, casual, gamer
And
plus.
What would
What
be
was your
Derek
next
can
levels,
probably come
Derek?
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I genuinely, I know it's only been a week. It's been like 3. Because the top one, I
Was
know
it
what it
Die
is.
Hard,
Sherm's
Sicko,
in-
and then Will.
Sherm's in the Matt Malone
No.
category because he's got 17 different
Here.
teams.
Let me swap it up because the thing was I named what Jack is in it. Like Vols fans were basically their own category
True.
being South here. But I would like to identify a little bit more here because I have what does it mean to be a fan is the name of it. And we look at casuals, diehards, Vols fans, and then Will Comptons of the world. And that is how I categorize basically the whole office. I like divvying it out a little bit more. And just, I mean, I won't go too in depth, but yeah, casuals, some of them kind of get away from the office troll. Diehards, they seem to teeter between serial killer and stalker. My favorite line there would just be, is it debated the sexual orientation of other Homo sapiens who request the sacred scribbling of names from sweaty men with athletic accomplishments. Vols fans, I would like to say, I'm coining it, I don't know if you want it or not, but Jack McStraightman. Just so you know,
I appreciate that. And
Yeah.
That's a good deep cut.
Yeah, I
Sure.
thought it was good there, man.
I
So,
like that.
and then yeah, you guys keep coming back no matter how bad it is, like a student loan reminder. And then the Will Compton.
Shout out Sally Mae.
Shout out Sally Mae. The sickest, most diehard Steelers fan I could find in the Steel City wouldn't hold a single match to the love that the Will Comptons have for their team. And then we dove into the fact that he berated Coop for not knowing ball.
yeah.
I can't win.
I think
Hey,
I literally can't
hold on.
win.
You were prepared for glory if Nebraska lost that game.
Yeah, part of me wants to be like, let's keep that under wraps, but it
We
would've
can
been-
leave it there.
Yeah, just no.
I would say like
Will's not going to watch this, but
I would
we're
say you're
hoping that
in the
Nebraska
realm
lost.
of like I don't know if like Vols fan is strictly Vols fans can be in that category because I would say you're
I think
almost in
JP,
the realm.
I think might be in a level of his own. Like,
I was gonna say, like,
you
in the
look
Will
at
Compton.
the players he's friends with on Facebook from his old days.
Bro,
JP knows
yeah.
everything there is to know about South Carolina football, and just this, like, he truly embodies what it is to be a South Carolinian.
Yeah,
And
South Carolinian.
I would put JP above the sicko psycho Vols fans.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Future
in a-
governor.
He's in a lane of his
Bro
own.
is
Truly.
texting with the head coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bro, Nick Harbor
Asked for who?
asked to meet up with him rather than like
He's DMing with Ty Simpson after the game. Like, JP's
Ty,
just
answer my
in a
DMs,
lane
please.
of his own, I think.
That means
Where-
a lot.
but,
That
like-
means a lot.
where does Taylor fall into this?
Who?
Maybe just
Taylor.
right in the middle of the road because he's had experience playing, cut
Right.
his teeth with the program, but never was a true fan until
they won the
year
national
they won the
championship.
national. And to his credit, he started being a fan that year, but even then it felt a little.
They had been rolling a
Fraudy.
little bit.
So I don't know. Maybe just kind of like a
It is
nomad.
funny to me when Coop knows more of Taylor's Michigan roster
Yeah.
than Taylor knew his own teammates.
Yeah, because his teams had me fighting for my life at middle school lunch every day. I had to know everything I was talking about.
But yeah, so all of this to get to JP and his little share and tell or show and tell.
Yeah, when I was home with Garrett got to see my childhood house, which is an underrated moment because your adult
was
friends
awesome.
very rarely get to see your
That's so
childhood
sick.
home.
It felt, I'll quickly say, it was very homey. It was almost exactly what you would expect the Hovey's house to be like.
Yeah.
It was all time. So thank you.
That is
thank
cool.
Thank you.
And so
Their neighborhood is elite, by the way.
Did you see the tree he hid in for 12 hours?
No.
Oh, when he ran away.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a good,
yeah,
that's
I
a good
mean,
pull.
shoot. Yeah,
that's
it
a
was
good
right
pull.
there. I'll send you guys a photo when I'm home for
I've
Thanksgiving.
only ever made it to the edge of the driveway. I never got past.
Yeah,
that.
I went to this tree, climbed up.
Yeah.
I was like, they're going to miss me, and I'm going to watch them come out and look for me, and they never came out and looked for me.
I was just hitting my
That's
closet.
worse.
Yeah,
That's-
it's horrible. That's probably
You
when I
okay?
made this.
I am now.
I'll show them. I'll go to college.
Yeah. I'll create my own college. No, so this was on my little like dresser thing, and this was the first brochure I ever made in a web design class. So it had to be like 5th or 6th grade. And I guess the assignment was just like create either a city or a town, school, something. Naturally, I picked something about South Carolina. I picked Cockyland. And I don't know if y'all remember that, like when you made brochures in school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Learning that was the
brochure
sickest thing
project
ever.
was great.
And we'll have to put a photo up because I have this random like text box.
Incredibly well maintained still.
For real.
Just on the
Yeah.
sheet.
How
Yeah.
long ago it's
No
been.
For being
Dang.
20 years old.
So
He
you're
actually
now on
made it this
Cockyland
weekend.
time. How do you feel? You open it up to find out. I won't read the full thing, but I'll give you guys
I
the
would listen to a
highlights.
podcast of you just reading this whole thing, just for the record.
Yeah. I mean, we have dining, parks and facilities, entertainment, clothes, and a calendar of events plus education. And this is not fully Homer either.
It's like everything you need.
Like I'm including another school in here.
Mm.
The food consists of mostly tailgating food: hot dogs, hamburgers, bratwurst, subs, fruit, wings, and then the water fountains are filled with Gatorade. And in every refrigerator of the rooms is Gatorade, water, juice, soda, Powerade, and Propels. And the last thing people would eat is shrimp. Now that's some good food. Parks and facilities: all Gamecock facilities are open to the public from 7 to 12 and then 4 to 8 due to sport team practices. All of the facilities have pools, concessions, basketball courts, soccer fields, and the city dump is where the Clemson fans live. Entertainment. For entertainment, everybody goes to all of the games: football, basketball, soccer, swim meets, other sports, and recreational sports. And yes, there are still movie theaters. Clothes. You could guess what they are. Everybody has a year's supply of Gamecock t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, pants, hoodies, and anyone who is found with a Clemson sweatshirt will be kicked out of the community. Calendar of events, football season, and then 2 times a year we go to Clemson community to trash talk them. And then throughout the rest of the year we watch everything else. Education. When you're a little boy, you will attend some kind of school that has a connection to the University of South Carolina or another Gamecock school. When you're 3 years old, you go to preschool called For the Young Gamecock, and so on. By the time you are a senior in high school, you will have a choice to go to USC or Jacksonville State, who are also the Gamecocks, each of which are free. So I made this when I was about 10 or 11.
You were ahead of the
I'd
game.
like to
That's
give it
electric.
to you,
Thank you.
and hopefully, maybe
This is a different,
What's
like a
Jack
different
saying?
layer of
He
everything.
is. He's
Right.
a brochure fan, and that I don't love the name of that.
Yeah.
But if you understand
There's something there.
the context of it, it
Yeah.
makes sense. Again, we need to work on it.
My-
But that's what separates JP is like. I don't know if I've ever witnessed a fandom quite like JP's with South Carolina because it, like I said earlier, just it fully embodies the whole state. It's not just South Carolina football or
Right.
like what it's everything, and I can really appreciate that kind of stuff.
My
Especially
favorite
moving to
part
another
in the
state.
whole thing is the 1 year supply of Gamecock.
Yeah.
After that, that's all we got.
I thought I was cooking when I was on Clemson's head too. They're in the city dump. Go talk trash to them.
Now that's some good food.
Bro, yeah, when you are 3 years old, you go to preschools called For the Young Gamecock, and so on. This is like really impressive. Just so you know, like on a kid level, like this is well done. You are definitely getting something in there. I'll give you your own rank. Because to your point, like you are, if the Vols lose, if Bama lose, if these teams lose, you guys are sick and annoyed and like want blood and want people fired. JP's trying to build a better world. Like
Truly.
there's something there. He's genuinely
That
like
couldn't have been said.
It's bigger than
Bigger than
ball,
ball,
bro.
been said
He's
better.
like, look, I understand, but like, all right, okay, guys, we still got to go to Clemson this weekend and make fun of their fans.
Yeah.
So like, let's
Right.
rally on the bus. Like,
We have a schedule. We
yeah,
have a calendar.
absolutely. Whip out your year supply
So yeah,
of clothes.
that's my submission. So
Great, bro. I love that.
Do with that
I
as you will.
appreciate it.
I will
do
say
that as you will.
when we were walking around Columbia, we got out of the car for 2 minutes. JP. This is at 10 a.m. I was like, here we go.
That's got to be so sick.
You ever
It was
think
cool.
about like
It was a great time.
running for mayor or some kind of city councilman
Dude.
later
City
on in your
councilman?
life? I feel like you're already campaigning without even knowing it.
Cocky land,
Yeah.
strong, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
AD.
I go through waves of being interested in politics, but I love like the community building aspect. So I'm hoping that I think there's going to be massive shifts in the political landscape over the next 20 years. And I'm hoping that when I am 40, 45, there's a different type of role out there that would fit more in to the things I'm into, because I'd love to stand on the table for South Carolina as a state. And it needs to be the right opening. It's funny because I do DM with a couple of representatives. I DM with a couple of representatives from the upstate just to get their pulse on things.
They're probably freaking out thinking, man, he's only got so many more years till he's on our coattails.
You guys are making Joey Aguilar edits. He's up here making presidential campaign edits,
Seriously.
bro. I love that for you. But I mean, so funny, like way long ago, I had a buddy. He worked on Capitol Hill for a while. I ran his small town campaign. So he ran for a very small portion of our local government for it. And I helped run his campaign for him. And I will say, without a sliver of understanding who you are outside of this office, other than just becoming friends with you, you would do absolute numbers.
Small town would be fun.
Yeah.
Because you could
playground
fully make change.
Just
Cocky
Greenville.
land. Yeah.
I feel like Derrik could be a great campaign manager.
He
too.
would.
Bro, I love that shit.
And,
This
and
might already just be forming in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
It's all right.
For real.
Yeah. Some sick posters come out. I mean, we
right.
got the seed
Add
votes.
to the team.
The seed
man.
votes there, man.
No,
We're just gonna get into politics.
And I feel like Pittsburgh,
Small town politics.
like Pittsburgh is a place where people have a lot of pride in too.
Oh yeah.
Pittsburgh it's crazy too, because you get down here and the first thing, like when I got with people, they'd be like, oh, like you're in Nashville. And I'm like, yeah, let's go to like Franklin. And they'll be like, yeah, okay, that's Franklin. That's not Nashville. And like, I realized like it's very that way. Pittsburgh, you're 50 minutes outside the city. You're from Pittsburgh. Like that's just, it's this identity type thing. And like even PA, it's just, I mean, I don't know if I'm assuming it's that way over there.
No, I say I'm from Philly, and the guys give me shit for it.
Okay. See, that's exactly,
Because I'm 45 minutes outside of Philly, and I'm like,
in my world, you're from Philly. Now I get it. Because
That's why when you came here, they were in Franklin, not Nashville.
Facts, bro. You gotta learn about shit.
Yeah.
You guys do shit different down here. I like it, but it's different.
Bro,
But Pittsburgh's the best.
How long have you been in Nashville?
I've been in Nashville. This was the start of year 5 for me at the beginning of this year, like March.
So you
And
moved.
so 4 full
Did you
years.
move in the middle of COVID?
Yeah, I moved at the tail end of it. So Pittsburgh was still, I mean, I got a bike in Pittsburgh. My buddy does a bunch of like bars, and we had all these restaurants we can go to. So we got bikes to just come into the city and sit at outside patios and drink beer, basically.
That's so sick.
It was dope. But Pittsburgh was shut down way before. So Pittsburgh was the city where you wear your mask, go to your table, take your mask off. And that was a common thing. I come down here and I'm like, oh yeah, it's opening up. The world's opening up. And I'm like, oh cool. Like Broadway is like a zombie fucking apocalypse. Like there are just people. And it was a weird transition of it through it. But it was really cool because I felt like I got past that point. Like I got past the COVID shit. I got past that part of my life. And like as soon as I moved somewhere I've never been before, the world just opened up. So it was really, really cool.
How
that's
come
nice.
you moved?
I moved here for, so I was in advertising before this. I was a director of social media for an advertising firm in town called the Bunting Group. So I used to sell like laminates, kitchen countertops, sinks, hinges and shit. Took a huge pay cut to go into advertising, stuck around there, got headhunted for just a social job with them and came down and was like, I'm basically burned the boats, like not going back home. We're doing this shit. Luckily, obviously fast forward a bit, but we got here, thank God. There were some times where I was like, fuck, I got to go back home and like, fuck, I got to pack it up and shit. But I moved down for the job and I loved it. And it was really kind of that moment of like, this is the life now. Like, this is what we're doing. It's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, and I forget when it was, but I was scrolling through your Instagram.
Yeah.
And your period when you were like me trying to explain to my girlfriend what I'm doing
Yes,
unemployed.
bro. Those were great.
Day
videos.
whatever.
So appeal, like to fast, like go back a bit. When I was getting into advertising the first time, I was an account coordinator. So social was my way to get in the second time. I basically sat at the bar with a buddy who was a video editor. And we sat there and he's like, I want to start my own agency. And I was like, that sounds lame. I was like, let's start a sports thing. And he was like, what is that? I was like, so we're going to call it Thoughts from the Bench. It's a blog and we make content. So we did that for 7 years. Blog, Twitch streaming, our own podcasting, everything you could think of. We did shotgun races at tailgates against the Barstool guys like Big Cat White Sox Dave. We fucking grind that shit. And it was completely free. All the Twitch streams, that's how we got into Movember. That's why I'm so heavy into that. And so all that shit was where I would experiment for my advertising job. And so, dude, the clients they have, the red tape, everything in the advertising world is so ass, to be honest with you. Like, I like it. It got me here, but it's terrible. So I would take everything and come working on my own podcast, and it would work there, and I'd bring it back. Well, what's the KPIs? What's the delivery? Like, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, it fucking worked, dude. It worked. So everything up to there, like, that's why I liked sending the blog and all that stuff. But those videos that you speak of, I was at that job, left that job for a video shop in town. I was their director of social. Great guys. Just didn't work out. It was startup. Went back to the agency, and then they had their third round of layoffs ever, which happened in the same year. Shocker. And got laid off. And I was like, fuck, dude, I just bought my ring. So we're engaged now. I just bought my ring. We just moved into a new house, all this shit. So I was driving Lyft as much as a human could drive a car. I was picking up this freelance work, trying my ass off. And I was like, fuck, dude, I got to get back into it. Because I had taken a huge gap off of making content for the blog stuff. Like before, bro, we were making videos. Like I would blog 3 times a day. We did our Thursday show, which was 2 hours, which I stopped doing just for Bussin. I want to pick it back up, but stop doing that. So 3 clips a day, 2 blogs a week. We did a live stream. Monday night was a gaming show, so we did Twitch stream gaming. Tuesday night was a ranking show. We just ranked shit. Wednesday night was movie reviews. Thursday was my show. Friday was off. Saturday, we did a trivia show that I recorded the whole day. Sunday morning was gambling, and then after football, we did a recap show. All for free in the back of a gym. The back of a gym, this utility closet, where the only thing that's still there is my 2004 Golden Tee arcade game that just stopped working when I moved here. I was fucking pissed. Bro, full carcass, arcade, everything. I know this is super long. I'm so sorry to do this, but back into it. Yeah, I made these videos where I was basically like, I have this salt of the earth, beautiful woman who is my fiance named Kat, and she was like, hey, like, you're good. She's a nurse practitioner. She's like, we're okay. Just like promise me you're gonna keep going. Like figure it out. Like I was like, I will.
Watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I got Clump making me fucking work on vacation. But no, it was that intro was super funny. My interview with you guys was the funniest day of my life. Jeremy's a crack. But I get through those videos where I was like, well, fuck, how do I explain to her what I do all day? So I got up to like edition 19 before I got this job, where every day I was making another piece of video and making another piece of video just about my day. Mm-hmm. And it ended up, that got me a job offer at Meta, which I turned down for this. That got me a job offer with an agency in Kentucky, because they were like, hey, we see your portfolio's tight. We see that you have a good attitude about this. And we see that like the place that laid you off clearly like had issues. It wasn't a you thing. And so making those videos, like I have a cousin who's the professor of marketing at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh. And he's the one that helped me get a lot of my freelance clients that I still have today. But he was like, bro, he's like, keep making. He's like, just keep making something. So I'll just make these stupid fucking, here I am taking the trash out videos. I made burgers for 3 weeks straight. So different funny burgers. I got a Blackstone that my dad drove down. I made 3 straight weeks of different types of burgers. And I was like, fuck it. Here's the jalapeno cheese curd peanut butter burger I made today. It's fucking ass. But I made it, dude.
Day 18.
Day 18. But no, man, content. That's why, like, when this happened and Clump replied back, first time he replied back, I thought he was fucking with me. I was like, this guy's not the director at Digital.
Yeah.
He had this in the picture. I was like, is that Plank? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That's how I was when Will reached out to me too.
Yeah, dude. But it's being it. You guys have been great. 39 days have been so fucking sick. So it's been a fucking
It feels
journey.
way longer than 39 days.
For sure.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Because when would you first walk in
Well,
the door?
So it would have been.
Is it July?
Were you here with the interns?
No. The interns had been hired. And so I went to the beach in July, which is why I said to Clump, because they had me editing clips for my audition for my contra try into it. And so did that. And then it was like I started what was supposed to be a 6 or 5 week trial contract, made it to week 3, which is when I stopped bringing in shit to my desk so I can have a desk.
That was another
What day?
great thing.
That was
what day?
I'd said it to you because it was like, I think it was like the start of week 3.
Yeah, because I remember bringing it up, and you're like, "Yeah, well, it's actually over. I got offered a full-time job like yesterday."
Yeah, that's how we found
You're
out.
like, "Motherfucker!"
That's one of my favorite moments
If you want
ever.
to explain that for anyone who doesn't understand what we're talking about as well.
Yeah, I would bring in, so I'd like go through X and I was like, all right, I got to start, like I got to do something because you guys were awesome, but I was like, I need to start showing what I can do. And I was like, first thing I can do is just be like, get your gimmicks going. Like I love bits. Like I handed out the cards today, a fun fact trivia. Like that shit just makes me happy. So every day I would bring in a new item for my desk when I got a desk. And so this would pop up, a kendama, a TJ Watt bobblehead, the Kobe Bryant magazine. And so I remember one day I looked at G and I said, G, could I interest you in being interested in my desk item? And he was just like, yeah, sure. And from there, it started slowly becoming a thing. So then I think it was one of our first conversations. You were like, hey, dude, what'd you bring in today? And I was like, you know, man. And I bit it. I said, hey, bro, I did not bring something in. And I could feel genuine disappointment from you, which was hilarious.
It was just like, man, like I feel like this was like where me and you were really about to just connect. And then it really, in about 5 seconds, you figuring out you got hired full time.
For the better.
I don't know why. I think today I've been feeling a little emotional. I'm not feeling emotional. I'm like, dude, I'm so stoked that you got hired. So
Yeah.
You've been such an amazing addition.
Thank
to
you.
Yeah.
Your
For
personality is super bright and like it just brings just a new good vibe and energy. And yeah, with the cards today, like you wore an Arkansas pullover the day before Tennessee plays, and like you immediately put on like some Tennessee logo you'd print off from the printer.
I taped the shit out of it.
And then it put something on my desk where it was like an apology, and it was like one free volunteer moment. It was like does not include like moving or something else. Good call. Yeah, which is a great.
So yeah,
call.
it had the dog
fine
over top
print.
of an Arkansas pig, and it said free for one volunteer moment. Does not include moving into or out to of houses, apartments, or living complexes.
Which was just great. I mean, it was a very well done card too. It wasn't
Thank
like you just like wrote with Sharpie on like this piece of paper, but like obviously you and JP have a knack for this brochure thing.
He was
like,
ahead of me
y'all
before
have
him.
my
Yeah.
vote whenever JP's ready. But
Good.
Yeah.
No, it was funny. Yeah, Jack's like, well, what did you bring in? And I was like, in my brain, I was like, I could be like, oh, dude,
you could lie.
and I could be, I could be hype, and I could be like, no, here's why I didn't. But I was like, nah, dude, keep it. And I was like, you know what? I didn't bring something in today, man. And he was just like, oh, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, well, that was for my contract. I got hired full time. And he's like, what the fuck? He was like, that's how we're gonna find out.
Way to find
And
out.
Jack, like, he's like, gee, did you know he got full? JP, did you know he got full time? And just like this whole like, dude, it was a great moment. And there's so many of those little moments. Like, it's so funny because you guys are, from the outside perspective, like, not to blow your tops off, you're very cool. Like, you're very cool people. You are on Bussin', you running for president. No, but like, you have this presence about you guys that is like, this is the group. Like, I can't explain to you how cool it is to tell people. I literally said to my mom, I was like, no, Mom, I'm one of the boys that's Bussin'. Like, and she was like, what the fuck does that mean? I was like, no, like, I'm like one of this thing that is this, and it's super cool because, you know, I've done in the words of my buddy Josh, my 100,000 hours of podcasting, 100,000 hours of graphics. Like, I've done all the little shit that the second this opportunity came up, I was like, oh no, I know I'm going to do the job well. It's about getting you guys to like buy into me as a person too. That's an important part of what you have built here.
Definitely.
for sure.
What was you said the interview process was hilarious in itself. What stood out?
Yeah, bro. So really, genuinely, what stood out was me kind of fumbling at myself, not in a bad way, but I got the call or the email from Clump. And I remember because I had like the Meta thing was a contracted to run. They're rolling out on Meta. So 2026, all ads creative will be made by AI. So it's this well-known thing. They had contacted me to lead a team of creatives to run AI-generated ads through our own eyes to say if it's going to be good or not. And I was like, all right, cool, that's Meta. And then there was another gig at an agency that I was getting through the final. It would have been remote with 1 week in Kentucky. Like, it was cool. And then I get the email from Jeremy Clump that's just like, hey, like, want to talk to you. Had the first call, and I'm just like, this dude is so, like, it's not a disrespectful, he's goofy. Like, Clump's a goofy
He's a
dude,
goober.
right?
Sure.
And so he's like, yep, did that. And then next interview, I like didn't hear from him for like 2 days. And I'm like, all right, this could be a bit. Like, anybody can make a bus in Gmail, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to bring...
So savage.
Well, he was like, I'm going to bring Chef on. And so the next interview, Chef comes on and I'm asking a couple questions and Chef's answering them like really well in a good setting and Clump's getting it. And then Clump's like, yeah, man, your homework really is to watch the latest episode, which I had already gotten like halfway through, like huge fan. And so I was like, yeah. And he's like, cut some clips of it. So I'm cutting and I cut about 3 clips and I'm talking like, He said, if you can send them tomorrow, that'd be sick. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't even got Adobe Premiere right now.
Yeah.
So I signed up for a free week of Adobe Premiere. And I was like, let's do this shit. Cut the clips, sent them in. There was like one issue with the jump cut him and I talked through. Then he goes, awesome, man. I'll reach out soon. Another 3 fucking days goes by. And I'm like, now I'm getting in my own head because I don't know who.
Adobe Premiere is about to,
Bro, it's fire, bro. Luckily, my buddy Josh got me his. I was like, thank God. But no, because I didn't know Chef. I didn't know Sherm. I knew who Will was because of Barstool and Will. I didn't know Will. And I didn't know this Jeremy guy. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't know if they liked it. I'm sitting there like twitching, like they fucking hate this shit. And so Clump comes back and it's like, yo, that's sick. We want you to cut 3 more clips. And he goes, I know you're, this is Thursday. He goes, dude, so we had a conversation about it. But he's like, I need you to cut these clips. I know you're leaving for the beach Saturday morning at 8 a.m. I was going to Myrtle Beach, shout out South Carolina. And he goes, I want you to.
Capital of the world.
I have the worst record of mini golf there, but I've played all the courses. It's great. I was like, yo, bro, like, yeah. He's like, I want you to cut a clip for Will's Instagram, cut a clip for Sherm's Instagram, and cut a clip for the Dad's Instagram. He's like, you'll be running or cutting clips for all of them. Haven't fucking done it yet, Chef.
We don't even do it. I still remember Clump telling me that. I was like, Clump, we put we don't specify for people's accounts. And Clump's like, we're just gonna make him do it. I was like, all right.
Yep. Well, I like longest of like to get in it. So stayed up till about 2 a.m. cutting them because there was a glitch error because I downloaded the YouTube video and it kept fucking up. Did that, sent it in.
It's just insane anyways. Like, yeah, just download it from YouTube.
Bro. I'm like, dude, that's
the link is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, get there. I'm at the beach.
So
my
Clump.
family's if you're Clump, and my whole family's like, all right, so you're like auditioning for a podcast, and they knew I did my whole thing, but it was never serious up until now. Like it was never a job. So Clump calls me. He's like, hey, bro, can you cut clips today? Or no, can you put together a social strategy? And I was like, yeah, I do that in my sleep. Cranked it out in like 2 hours on the beach with my fiance with margaritas, which was great. Day goes by, send it. Next morning, 8:35, I'm on the golf course. Hey, man, can you talk soon? From Clump. Yeah, bro, like, just let me know I'm golfing, but I got you. This motherfucker don't text me back till the next day at like 10. Bro, I'm like, I'm like, hey, guys, can you make sure, my phone's plugged in. Thank you. I'm supposed to get a call. That I was on like the, hey, Dad, don't use the phone. My friends are going to call, and I have Ethernet. Like, that's literally where we were. And so then the next day, he's like, yeah, dude, we want you to come in. Like, yeah, you're getting it. And I talked to Clump eventually about it because my first day was Brecca. So my interview day was when Brecca was, and there's just moving parts. And I'm like dodging balls getting thrown and like, shit, fuck. And so I get in there and Clump comes in. The strategy went well. I walked Will through it, like same as if I was doing it for one of the bank clients we had back in the day. And I find out later that week that Clump's like, oh no, that was like an insane ask. He's like, you hit every check mark. He's like, you'll never have a day hard as that interview process at Bussin.
Can I add?
Yes, please.
He's missing a big point. He came in at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Brecca went. For some reason, we had like it was a big recording day. So he gets there. We ask him to get there at 1. We sit down. Me, Sherm, and Clump. We're having a great time talking to him. We're like, well, Will should be done really, really quick. Like any minute now. 2.5 hours go by. And they just finish up, which is like unforeseen circumstance. And Will's in like, you can tell Will just had a long day. When they do these big recording days, for people that don't know, it's like you just go and go and go.
Yeah.
So Will sits down and I can see the look on his face where he's like in that mode where it's like,
Don't talk to me.
No, yeah, kind of like a no bullshit mode. Derrik handled himself really fucking well because I know in that spot, I remember my first day as an intern. I was very fucking nervous, and I think that would have definitely thrown me for a loop. But, like, insane circumstances that he went through, very impressive.
This might have been another time, but did you have to be somewhere, like, get on the road that day?
Not that day. There was the other day. So we had that day where I told them I had nothing that day.
Yeah.
So me, Chef, and Sherm literally sat there and we watched all of my old ads on my portfolio. Like there's a brewery in town called Black Abbey, and I did this ad called The Patron Saints. It's my favorite thing I've ever done. But it's all like when you go to the bar, like the girls are best friends in the bathroom. There's a patron saint of the bathroom bestie. Like all this. So we watched all that. We watched old Serve Pro ads, shit like that. And so then Will comes in, and I asked Chef and Sharm, like, yo, is Will, because I have this persona of Will of his Barstool days, booze ponies, like all that shit. I'm like, is he always a little cold? And they're like, it's a little bit of a test, but it was a long day. And so cool. The next time I came in was for a recording, and I brought my buddy RJ. So that was when I was like, oh, we kind of got to go. And RJ just sat in the room the whole day. And I was like, how was your day, RJ? And he's like, they're all really cool guys. I just watched TV and smoked. And I was like, oh, cool, man. Like, so if you noticed him going outside and coming back in, shout out my boy RJ. But no, it was funny for that. And then coming in and just like, yeah, I mean, everyone's obviously been great for it, but it's so funny. And you're right. It does feel like it's been a year already, which is great. I love it.
Just you talking through your hiring process reminded me of mine, and like how
you truly thought you were getting punked.
Yes.
I know.
Like I got a text from Will. I'm like, is this Mitch Carsey? I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's Will Compton, and I'm like, bullshit. Well,
I was just sitting next to Will. We were just taking the photo. Like, yeah, say this.
And I like looked up the area code. I'm like, it's from Missouri. I know Will's from Missouri, and he said it's Will Compton. Picture for reference, and it's like. It's his LinkedIn photo from his his senior year of college. I'm like,
one of the greatest photos of all time.
Yeah, it was like, I'm like, this is like, I literally went home. I'm like, yeah, I think Will Compton texted me, but I don't know. But then, so like how you said you were waiting for a couple days, I was waiting for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I was bombarding JP with emails.
Because Will texted you versus Clump texted you.
Yeah,
there was at least days with Clump. Will's a week.
Well, it was also, Clump's was intentional. Do you think Will's was intentional waiting out, or
like what?
That he made you wait that long?
No, it was more so from you and Will.
Yeah,
but you guys were also just at Green Bay,
right?
And like I think you may have gone somewhere else.
I think so. And and there was like another person in the interview process too, and essentially it was just Will and I kind of trying to do it while also doing the other stuff,
like also having a shit ton of stuff to do,
campaigning.
But yeah, I was like, I think I've sent JP like 10 emails, like, hey,
I like, man,
The
I wish I had something more for you.
At that time, I bet was about the size of how many people we have in this room.
No, it was
us 3
and Blas,
but like even Blas was kind of like there sometimes.
It's literally just the 3 of you, Blas.
That's crazy.
It's part time, and then Will and Taylor.
When you walked in and just saw us. I know we've talked about it a million times, but sitting at the desk, the same table.
I was
Jack
like,
in the bus working.
Do we even have this side yet?
No,
this was still
Rocket
Ride.
We
still
had the bus,
Simpson.
right?
He actually sat at the desk in the back of the bus to work, and we shared this table.
Damn, yeah,
the come up's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was. I literally
and then
walked.
Mitch was on the end of this.
It was 2 tables like that back to back, and then like it was like a T.
Yeah,
and then I had the tea, and like we worked by that bathroom in the back on the other side. And if one of us had a bad poop, everybody was smelling it. Like it was, we were in the trenches.
Ain't shit changed.
No, for real. But yeah, when I walked back there, I was like, oh.
So basically, it sounds like everyone's hiring process was interesting.
As unconventional as the job.
Mine was long as crap. I had to make a vlog out of some clips they sent me while I was like also trying to legit make rent. And I was in Florida. My first day, I had to upload a full episode from my laptop in Florida. The episode was late. Will blast me on Twitter. It was crazy.
Damn. JP's first day in office was Dave Portnoy's episode.
Yeah.
Our first time having Dave.
Oh, my God.
Dude, at South Carolina, when I was talking to one of the classes, they asked like how to face failure. And I told them, I was like, well, kind of at my job, when you mess up, it gets blasted out to everybody. So you have to do it head on. And I used that example of Will being like, we just hired somebody, but apparently he can't get the episode out on time. So like everybody let @JHovey34 know. And I was like, so basically, I guess the best way to face it is to bring back bullying. And that that got a few laughs, but college is different nowadays.
Damn, PC shit, man. We can change that with this campaign.
We can. That's why we're here.
Come on down to Cocky Land.
Speaking of campaigns, you and Coop have been on a campaign.
Started a little bit of a seed campaign.
I'll let Coop take it from there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coop.
I mean, I don't even remember how they noticed that. Do we want to say the name?
Yeah. What about when
Give him a shout
did
out.
this start? Well, the journey of
tell it from the beginning.
I feel like I guess midway through this year, I just started cracking seeds at work like every day, just doing it, and I posted a tweet about it like whatever David's the standard sunflower seed brand, and I like tweeted like I found my people because someone else tweeted about it. And that was like mid-year, and then you get here, you like seeds, and we're just like cracking them, and then Clump wanted to order Smackin', a sunflower seed brand that they do a lot of promotion on TikTok. Maybe you've seen them, but they have a lot of flavors. So we just ordered a ton, like a bucket full of them. And so me and Derrik started ranking them on the wall. And I posted the picture on Twitter. And then like a week or two later of the posted rankings, they reached out like to my tweet directly, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They commented right underneath it.
They commented on our rankings. And then, back and forth in DM a little bit. And they sent us a care package.
Yep.
And so we got that, and we have a video that we will be releasing soon, a reaction to them, which is fun.
It's in Coop's computer, so we'll get it out.
Yeah, the ball's in my
But
court.
you're skipping too. It's funny. So I started to take a little bit over the streams, and we're sitting at that table, and it's me, Jared, Chef, and then Coop on the left side, and we are all like sharing 2 bags of David's, of Biggs,
and two
Hidden Valley
bags,
Ranch, bro.
might have not have been enough for a stream.
It's a full-on dugout over there.
Chipmunks, bro.
We're sitting behind the table like we're at the ballpark.
Ripping, dude. And so we started on David's, and then I was like, "Yo, may I put you on?" And we switched to Biggs, which is Hidden Valley, and so we're ripping them. And Jared is like at the computer, Coop, Chef, me, and he just goes, "Y'all know you can buy your own individual bags, right?" I was just like, fuck this guy. He's not a seed boy. So we started doing that, and then Chinook reached out and sent us a little care package.
Yeah,
and
Chinook reached out too.
It's become and that's the one thing I'll say. Like, if I have a gift of like content shit, sniff out opportunity like that. Like, this is a thing that we're gonna go with forever.
It happened so fast too, and
Chinook.
special
Biggs,
shout out
Biggs.
to Chinook as well, because they're partnered with. We don't have a lot of baseball fans here. Some of y'all might know who is Bobby Witt Jr., one of the best players in baseball. And they sent a signed baseball of Bobby Witt Jr. because he's partnered with them, which I thought was like a really cool.
I said,
You guys-
Hold on.
player.
Yeah.
Bro, it's at his desk.
they have it.
It's on my desk.
Dude,
Bobby
that
Witt
is-
signed
hey,
baseball.
He
That's
plays for the
awesome.
Rangers.
The Royals,
Royals.
Kansas City Royals.
Was he the guy that made that diving catch when we went to the
Yes.
St. Louis game?
Yeah,
That's why I know that name.
he's one of the best
Stud.
Yeah.
Baller.
It-
Baller.
So,
So
shortstop.
sick.
shortstop. Fun fact: he also went to the same high school as Max Crosby.
Oh,
So-
more's
Sea
required.
Boys.
Yeah.
Bro, Seed Boys is
He went to
strong.
Oklahoma, right?
I stole that from.
He didn't go to college to play.
Oh.
but he went to the same high school, Colleyville, in DFW. So
We had a car ride. My buddy that does like events in Pittsburgh. We were going to Philly to do one of his. He did this hotel event for the Compton hotels, and so it's called Clocked Out. And we took it to the Philly one, and we had me, his videographer, another guy that was just rolling with us, and then the DJ, all in a Sprinter van. I bought 6 bags of seeds, and me and the DJ pound through them on the way there. My one buddy was like, "Just a couple Seed Boys, chipmunks in the back," and so Seed Boys has stuck with me. For like, I love them, and just sit there and do it. And the tweet that Coop's talking about that started it said, "Don't let anyone tell you that you can't just rip a bag of sunflower seeds at work." It's like,
yeah, and I was in the middle of
Absolutely.
ripping a bag of sunflower seeds at work.
Haven't
Y'all-
stopped
Absolutely.
since.
I have not stopped since.
ripping through bags.
You know who else
Yeah.
has been really ripping through them as of late? That boy JP. I've been seeing him. He's been
Oh, yeah.
hauling
Chinook's
in.
his. We
Because
would not
Chinook
have
is
even.
my
Yeah.
favorite.
Is
Chinook's
it?
his brand, bro.
I thought you were about to say G because G brought some.
I mean, I
of
feel
the,
like everyone is on him.
G brought some to the zoo.
I spit
Yes.
some. Yeah, I did. Last
said, "Here you
night,
go, Tiger."
last night I had some at the zoo. I was cracking some. I love that we're saying cracking too.
Bro,
I
it's
was
the best.
cracking some on my drive to South Carolina on Friday.
Yeah, he was like, "I brought some seeds for you because y'all got the Chinook ones."
Oh yeah.
That
Power
was the
rankings.
first thing you said though, because I remember we went to. It was Taylor was doing it too, because we bought the Bigs, and Taylor ran through one of my bags, and I was like,
Can't
you know,
bring
it is
anything
what
here.
it is. What's that?
You can't bring like just one portion of something; it'll be gone.
Is he
Yeah,
back?
it's
Our
some-
mascot.
Kind
Oh,
of
let's
impressive.
go. What
That's
up,
our
big dog?
mascot.
I didn't know they lived that long.
That's a nice buzz. There's a hole
Late
up
to the
there.
show.
He had ripped through, not to like put it the hole, it could have come from the hole. He ripped through a bag or whatever, and I basically stopped at a Buc-ee's, and I was like, "Yo, let me see what flavors they have there." And they had Chinook, and so I bought a couple of them, and I just was like, "I'm not bringing these in yet." I bought like lemon pepper, didn't love it.
Yeah.
And we come in and we're like, "Yo, Biggs," and JP goes, "Have you guys ever heard of Chinook?" And I'm like, "Fuck, that could have been such a bonding moment with JP." Fuck. But we got Chinook, and you got your bag, jalapeno ranch.
Jalapeno ranch,
Another-
number one flavor.
Another funny story about the seeds is I went to the dentist a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And after she cleaned my teeth, the hygienist or whatever, she's like, do you? I thought this was a wild question. She's like, do you like dip or do those Zen pouches? I'm like, no, I don't. She's like, well, the tissue like in your cheek, on the left side of your mouth is like white and kind of like rough, like it's been. You know, like it's distressed. I'm like, oh. She's like, so you don't.
Boys.
She's like, you don't.
Reds, bro.
She's like, you don't do.
Just put seeds in and he's like,
What are you talking about?
But she's like questioning me, and I'm like, could it be from sunflower seeds? And she's like, yeah, it could. The salt and the sodium. I was like, yeah. Well, I just basically rip seeds from 9 a.m. to
I'm 9 to 5.
till 9 to 5 seed ripper every day.
What'd she say about that?
You have to change your bio.
She's like I've never seen that before. Like that is so interesting. And then she's like, oh, I'm glad it's
So
seeds and
fucking
not
good.
tobacco. I'm like, you're not my mom. Also, like, but then I followed up and I was like, also, is this gonna be like a problem though? And she's like, maybe like super long term, but like there's no gum damage. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep ripping seeds.
Seed boys.
I was like,
It's gonna be a problem. Or?
maybe I'll
Do I
switch
need
sides
Do you guys
dentist.
put your seeds on the same side every time?
every time.
Now you got to mix it up.
I've had to switch.
I tried to switch while I was driving. Bro, it was a disaster.
like
That's what I'm
things
saying. That's why
left-handed.
you probably have white.
nah,
cheek
I'm
on
not
it.
there yet.
Yeah, well, maybe
I feel.
not.
I
You'll
mean,
get there. You'll get there.
playing
yeah.
baseball and ripping seeds all the time. You just kind of get used to
Well,
doing
the best part
both
about
sides.
baseball is they'd have the bucket in the dugout.
Mhm.
I would just get a handful, put them in my back pocket.
Yep.
So you
So you just-
you guys would have like a full bucket of just seeds.
Oh, they
One
just-
of the
yeah.
one of the dads or
I
somebody
did-
would
I
have
wouldn't.
one.
Key
Like a
baseball,
ball
yeah, it's
bucket.
just the bucket that we have down there, but you empty all the
Yeah, you
bags.
just empty
But
it,
But they're
put it
just,
in there.
I mean, those are just OG flavor, like
Yeah.
salt seeds.
Yeah.
Brother, we got fucking cheeseburger now. We got
There's
loaded
nacho.
nachos. Yeah.
Bro.
They
Uh,
might. They sent us a shit ton of
So
cheeseburger.
basically, if you want to send Coop and Derek more seeds,
Seed
that'd be
boys.
amazing. Because
We've looked up some brands.
Maybe
is there anybody
we're-
that you're
I mean, Biggs is the one, but they don't got an X account. They got an Instagram. David's
Red
like,
flag.
My thing with David's is that's the one
kinda
that
like
will
it.
destroy everything in your
that
mouth.
salt is intense
Yeah.
on the
They
incredible.
can,
Which
no
one? Oh,
disrespect,
David's.
David's.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing before we started this.
You're an animal for that. I had to get
like
you
a
off
drug
that.
user.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before I started.
the hardcore seed.
Bro, Chinook and Smackin'.
good.
Smackin's
They are
good.
both low, so they're low sodium big. My big issue with David's, they're little tiny fucking seeds. Like they got comfortable at the top of a market that really has now started to catch up to them.
Yep.
And we're in the ground floor, bro.
We're scratching the surface right
Because David's, they got little tiny seeds. All the other
I'm
ones,
a
I mean,
fan of
big
the smacking.
now.
Yeah.
Smacking
Specifically, backyard barbecue. That thing is.
Smacking.
That was almost
Yep.
my dinner last
the
night.
garlic parm.
All right,
I mean, it-
I mean,
Yeah.
Y'all are sleeping on the cinnamon or
No,
cinnamon churro.
Maple
We've
brown
had
sugar.
discussion.
Maple
Maple
brown
brown,
sugar.
sugar's
it's good,
elite.
but
I'm a sweet boy.
that's true.
He has
I've-
been cinnamon churro's number
I've been
one
on the
fan.
pepper. I literally just, it's like I'm shoving pepper into my mouth.
Bro,
Like raw
that's a
pepper.
crazy
Went from
flavor
salt to
just do.
pepper.
Yeah.
I guess that. I mean, we all have our side quests. I don't know if it's a joint side quest for the both of you.
Just more seeds.
Just
Bro, I
see,
can't.
boys.
When I heard you guys talking about side quests, I do have questions. Is it one that you're like promising you're doing, or is it more just kind of like a thing? Because I
Kind
do
of
think making that official sick.
it's kind of like your side content. Like my side content is flag, golf.
Mine's painting. I have done
Okay.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
But I can feel it in my bones, man. I mean,
Like-
my mom is a painter.
You
so
just
that's
you just
why-
made a
Yeah.
sale for her.
Yeah,
2 sales.
Like-
yeah,
No
I'm
shit.
trying
Like
to.
make it to midnight for him, and then we need
Yeah.
to get Coop to start doing some streaming
I
stuff.
know, and I just have not been on the game as much. Like,
Dude,
and I say that I've
what?
been saying that for like
He's
a
a
I
month.
haven't been on the
Like he
game.
knows
all the
I would
time.
like to get back on the game. Get my hand muscles warmed back up before COD comes.
It's
The-
almost gaming season.
Bro,
the
get
winter,
on
like
skate.
all right.
it gets a
Skate's
little
free
colder.
I feel like
game.
gaming-
Skate's elite.
I feel like gaming
Yeah.
seasons once football's over.
Dude, I don't know if I downloaded Skate wrong.
I saw on my marketplace or my friends list it was like Gary like downloaded it, and I was like, damn, he downloaded it, but I never saw you actually in. The,
I went in and it was like the trial
shredding.
or some shit.
Yeah,
It's in early access.
that's what it is.
Oh,
Skate made
I
me
didn't
so
play
mad
because
though.
of it.
Skate is
I literally
awesome.
made my guy and just rode for like 5 minutes.
It's
Was
probably
like
you probably on
All right, sick.
Tutorial Island. is
You
what
just
they
casual.
call it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
you
do,
have
like,
to-
10
My guy is
challenges.
tight.
and
Takes
then
you like
get-
15, 20 minutes to get off
think
of
I
it.
have, like,
is
green
one of my gripes with
dreads.
skate is probably the best place to skate in that game is Tutorial Island, and you cannot access it.
You
But
can't go back?
No, but there's a whole city with like 4 different sectors in it, and it's 4 different like cities within a major city. But
Got you.
anything that's a free game and you have that much to do in it, I'm all on it. And I think I mentioned this in a couple episodes ago, but just to feel something for a video game at my old age of about to be 31, that is such a massive win. I just like crave that, like, man, when I get home, I'm going to make dinner and I'm going to play that game until I go to sleep. And it does not happen a lot anymore. So
it's a fun feeling.
I've not played this week, so I'm nervous that we're like hitting the.
That's how I am with
I'm gonna
NASCAR.
play tonight.
What's the first game you felt that with?
Call of Duty 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Call of Duty 4 was 7th
Warfare?
grade for me. Modern Warfare. It just changed my life with video games, and it also was a really big moment in how to share things. I had 2 younger brothers, so at the top of the pecking order, it's like obviously I'm playing first.
Yeah.
But then once the younger brothers start aging and they're like going to mom while I'm like on an epic kill streak, mom's coming in. She's like, after this game, James is up. And I'm like, fine. And then she's like, and then Joey's up. And I'm like, okay, this is too far.
You're gonna get cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna get cold.
But yeah, Call of Duty 4 is a big one for me. I want to go back kind of into your life outside of seeds and working. what does Derrik like to do? Like, I'm very curious as myself, and I know the listener is too.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely, it's funny because like I feel a little bit lost from it. Like the things that I've done in my life, the number one thing is I have had, which we did. I'm not ever going to say we stopped. We paused doing it for the last 6 or 7 years. Every Thursday from 6 to 8, I have done a live stream podcast called 2 Beers Deep. And I stopped it to emphasize on our streams, but also just like, hold on, I need to focus on this to hit it. So love podcasting. Like that is my highlight favorite thing ever. I believe it's at 85, an 85 ranking of a brewery system. So beer is always been a part of my life, like in terms of just being around the bar scene. I worked in a restaurant, grew up with breweries, did social for breweries. So I have a list, and it's all across the country. So from Hawaii, I have some in Seattle, some in Philly, some obviously a ton in Pittsburgh, Nashville, Chicago, Detroit, like all of these. So ranking breweries, I have my own system. It's crazy. I have
Not
a
to cut
spreadsheet.
off, do you have a power ranking of just Nashville
Absolutely.
related breweries? Because I'd love to hear that.
That's-
Breweries for me, I'm up
Chef's
and down.
Day one, yeah.
Because I love it just like a domestic light beer, and obviously
Facts.
at breweries you're not gonna have just like a Coors, Bud Light. You're
Well,
not gonna have
yeah.
Bud Light. You know?
I used-
Taylor, I know you're listening. It's a Bud Light.
I used to work at one. I used to work at a beer distributor, so like I've got it really big into IPAs, and then 2, I used to work on a TV show that would go to different breweries, so that got me big into it. So I'm a big IPA guy,
It's funny,
guy.
almost.
Bud Light guy.
Yeah, Bud Light IPA. And it is this big, like, crazy part. So to that point, you're like, okay, I like light beer. I don't really know if a brewery. I would
still
be
like breweries. though.
100%. But I would say you have to, and obviously you're going to know about it, have to go to Smith & Lentz.
Yeah.
So Pilsner's one of the reasons. So for example, like you
Great
can
pizza
see
at Smith and Lentz too.
the best in Nashville. in my
I would
mind.
agree.
But you can
My
see like
God.
how crazy and the scoring system.
It's on an XL
Bro,
dock, too.
and
This
it's all
isn't a notes
filtered.
app, guys.
This is
I got-
Derrik's manifesto.
And I'll share it out. I give the link to everybody. It's beer space food scene people.
Is the model.
Beer is
That's
pretty
the
standard.
model.
It's do you hit all the like for example, Black Abbey in Nashville just does their beers. They don't really do specials. They do some collabs here and there. They did one called Dancing Mannequin that was good. But like, how good is the beer that you do? Do you have all the flavors? Is your red ale a red ale? Do you experiment? Do you try some shit? Space is the place that you're in. Do you just do it well? There's some breweries that this would be the whole area. Okay, cool. Is it set up well? Do I feel comfortable in it? Is it a sick venue? Food scene. Can I bring food? Are there food trucks? Do you serve food? Because not all breweries need to have it. Smith & Lentz Pizza puts them, right now Smith & Lentz is my 3rd top brewery on this entire list. And then people. People is the people that work there, the people that are there, the people that sit at the bar, the community around it. How close are you to it? If there's somebody at the bar that's just being a jerk to people, your people score goes down, which I know is not the brewery's fault, but like that's what you're attracted and shit. So the top ones I have from Tennessee, Smith & Lentz right now is 3rd. They come in at a total score of 16.5 out of 20, which the highest is 17.6.
I like the 20 scale rating.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the 20.
Because each one 5, 10, 15, 20 on it. Fate La Force. Have you heard of that?
No.
Fate La Force it's fucking gas first and foremost. It's in Wedgwood, Houston.
Well,
So Bro, so do you know when you come to those train tracks and you make a right and there's never never?
Yeah.
Make a left. You go past that apartment building, go up the hill.
Wait, is it the place where that sandwich spot is?
It's at the top of the hill by El Forno.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is the
Yeah,
brewery
it's where the
next to
sandwich
El
I have
Forno.
been there. That place
Yeah.
is a vibe.
Dude,
I thought it was
so,
called Iron something.
No. Fate La Force, but there is
might be.
probably an iron. There's a something there.
Yeah.
Iron. Fate La Force opened about 2 years ago.
I'm just gonna pause you. When I went to grab Jack, I just
Yeah, you just got skin to skin.
I heard a noise and I wasn't. Fate La Force is sick. They do a cold chip IPA, which is one of the few places I found here. Really good. They do Star Wars Day every year. Just a total vibe. The people are awesome. Love going there. When they had the craft brew convention in town, I bummed tickets off my buddy who makes a canned drink in PA, and they had a bunch of parties, and that was at one of them, which was unbelievable.
I'm trying to get in this.
Dude, it's my favorite. So Bearded Iris is sitting here at 11.
Homestyle.
Homestyle is the greatest beer I think that I've had.
That is
It
my
is.
favorite
Yeah.
IPA, without a doubt.
And it's so crazy because it is an IPA, but it's an ale, but it's not quite an ale. It's
like
juicy,
hazy.
but it's hazy. Every time someone comes in, I hand them one of those. And right now, Bearded Iris, they're at a 15.8, which is great.
Do you have a Southern Grist on there? That one
I
hits close
do.
to home.
Southern
Good food as
Grist, the reason they are not higher, so they're 18th right now, and Chef and I talked about this. I have not accounted the ranking for the restaurant in East, and that restaurant smacks.
It is very
I know
tasty.
it does. I just have not updated, but
You
they're
sit right next to me and Garrett as well.
my issue with them is, and it's not an issue with them, but they knock hazies out of the park. Hazies are a fad, and if that's all you're doing, I just want to see. But they do have some sick ass beer over there. And then another one, Tenfold. If you guys have ever heard of Tenfold, it is out. I forget the name of the area, just a little bit outside of town. There's like a party foul out there. They do gluten-free pizza. So if my fiance is gluten-free, amazing. They just hit all of their beers to a beautiful point. They have a stage outside. Every time you go, there's dogs running around.
It's
Donaldson, yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one rips, and it just, dude, I mean, Barrique Brewing, if you've ever heard of that. Barrique Brewing is next to, so Titan Stadium and all that industrial park before you get to the Knights Inn. It's in one of those loading docks. And I literally,
yeah, that's where
Bro.
Little Harpeth used to be.
Yeah.
dude, so I pulled up, and it's just loading dock, shit everywhere, and then a wooden door that looks like I'm going to fucking Narnia. And you go in, it's hole in the wall. They're the only place here that does cast brewing. So they brew the beer,
does
they
that
put it
mean?
into an oak cast or a whiskey cask.
Sorry, Mitch.
No, I felt the same exact way. I thought, I'm like, what does that mean? But I
To go
didn't
back
know.
into it, if you go in, they just have like oak cask barrels everywhere. And what happens is, Black Abbey had this for a little bit. Jameson will note their barrels, how many rotations they do, and then they ship those barrels to a specific number of breweries. So Black Abbey for a while was a Jameson partner, and you make the beer and then age it in that. They age their beers, and they do a good job with like cherry tart sours and things, but they do cask beers. And so they'll let it age in the cask and sit there. It just deepens the flavor. It's just sick.
That's cool.
Like, it just,
Dude.
it makes it different.
This is so sick.
What about I'm thinking the Jackalope is near us.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah, Monday
Monday
night.
night's
So-
got a good outdoor scene.
That's what
Great
the
That's
nation's
what I was
idea.
gonna say.
Monday night's
I want to know
now-
number one.
There's one in. Oh, I'm thinking of Fat Bottom.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of another.
I'm
Yeah,
getting-
Fat
I'm getting-
Bottom.
I'm getting antsy for number
so-
one.
Wait,
to go
what's
through-
the one? Hold on, what's the one under the bridge
He said
with
number
hippies and cowboys?
Has he?
Tennessee Breweries.
Brewers.
Tennessee
He
Brewers.
said the number three.
So to go through, which I can't filter
What was number
on my
one
phone.
again?
We didn't get
Number
there.
one in
Oh, we haven't gotten
Tennessee
there. Oh,
is
sorry,
Smith
sorry,
and
sorry.
Lentz. I'll talk about 1 and 2 because they're
thought there was three.
there.
Smith and
Number
Lentz
one
is-
in Tennessee. I'm so sorry. Number one in Tennessee. 1 and 2 are from Pennsylvania.
Oh, so
Hell
three.
yeah.
Smith
I'm
and
so
Lentz is your
sorry.
Number three
Are they-
in the country.
In the country.
Man, that feels good.
Dude.
Are you? Is this? Are these two? How many have you been in Pennsylvania?
All of
Gosh.
them.
So
Like,
in
it's
PA,
more Western PA?
It's all Pittsburgh. There's so I have Saucony Brewing out towards you a little bit, but that's more Poconos. There's Pocono Brewing in here. There's a couple in Philly, and I'll tell you flat out, dude, it's not their fault. Forest in Maine is one on here. I went during COVID. So it isn't. They have a low score due to space and food
Yeah.
because we just got to go. Talk about some of the other Tennessee ones in here. Marble Fox, if you guys have ever heard of Marble Fox.
Yes.
They took over for Jackalope in the Gulch. So they're across from Finn McDougal's.
Yeah, McDougal's and like that. Two hands.
Yeah. They do a really good IPA. It's really
I
good.
never see anybody in there.
I used to go in because I'd go to that Scouts.
Yep.
Paying for parking sucks, so I'd park at the brewery, get free parking for a beer, walk over to my haircut, and go home.
Do you have Zool? What's it called, Chef? The one that knocks Zool? Do you have Zool on there?
No,
'Cause
and I know
they're-
Zoll just bought Southern
Yeah, they
Grist.
bought Southern Grist.
Yeah, I have not because Southern Grist hasn't changed technically to what they are. But like East Nashville Brew, Crazy Gnome is a sick one in East. They just got a brand new spot. Have you been?
No. Okay. I was worried that they went out of business because it's not there anymore. A
Yep.
barbecue place moved in.
Yep.
That smells incredible.
Do you know Sinkers, the distributor
Yeah,
over in
yeah.
East? So there's a covered bridge, and if you go through it, you get to Sinkers. You make a left before it. Crazy Gnome bought a large space out there. So I used to know one of the bartenders
Off
who
of,
was
Gallatin?
right off
okay.
Gallatin.
Like right
Super
past,
sick.
The old El Fuego.
Yeah, and
Like
wherever-
right that bridge.
That's long
He's so
ago, too.
tapped
Yeah.
in.
Dude, so
I will say, hold on, I do have
actually feel like I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Southern Hop in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, is 38th on the
Merle's
list right
Inlet
now.
is a
Uh,
shit show.
Top
Have you been
50?
to any in Birmingham, Alabama?
I have not been to
They've got
any.
a couple. They've got a couple down there, like Avondale, Good People.
Good People. Good People's a good brewery.
I've
never been.
A handful of their,
No, I have Seattle, Oklahoma City. I have Chicago, Pittsburgh, Philly, Savannah, Georgia was a good little spot.
What you got in?
Yeah, which one in
Oklahoma City?
OKC?
OKC, I have Prairie Artesian Ales. I have Lively Brewing, and then one of my favorite ones is Stone Cloud Brewery.
Okay, Stone Cloud's big.
Stone Cloud is 6th on my overall list.
They put a Stone Cloud
This
in
is
Stillwater.
insane. This is
They,
so sick.
they put one in Stillwater
Yeah.
right after I graduated.
Bro, that rips. Angry Scotsman rips. Ola Brew in Hawaii in Kalukona rips.
Is that what makes Kona Big Wave?
So
That's actually
Kona.
Anheuser-Busch.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
Kona
the one,
is under
dude.
the Anheuser-Busch.
We
So-
need some of those.
Yeah.
Kona's Pizza rips.
Hey,
So
ABI. Or
Yeah.
AB. If you want
Uh,
us to push a beer, Kona Big Wave.
also went to one in Texas and Waxahachie.
Kona slaps.
I will say the two that are
And
at the
Longboard
top
Club.
of this list are, if anybody knows me, not a shock. They're both in Pittsburgh, so extremely biased. But here's kind of what I've been forcing Clump to do. When we go for the draft, I'm forcing him to let everyone go. I have no idea if we can make that happen. And I'm forcing him to let us all stay there for a week for me to show you guys around. Probably not going to happen.
Where's
but
this at?
Pittsburgh for the draft.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Number
Great
2 on the
city for
list in the country is a brewery called Trace Brewing. Trace Brewing is done by a gentleman he used to. His name's Adam Sorma. He's their head of like their marketing. He drove a minibus around forever and just gave people tokens and like to different breweries. It's awesome. And then Cinderlands Brewing in Pittsburgh is my number 1 in the country. They have a Crunchwrap Supreme, 2-story. They used to be called a spaghetti factory. They gutted it. Yard games downstairs, balcony upstairs. It rips.
Have you ever made your own beer?
Yeah, man. I have the kit at home. I bought it for my agency. We had this thing called Conviction Days, which is if you're convicted for something, you get PTO to go do it. I went and bought it all. I mistimed this past Christmas. I mistimed when I was leaving to go home.
Wait, hang on.
Wait.
Go for it.
Convicted days.
Conviction days.
Conviction. Days.
Conviction. You're convicted about something. Conviction.
So
One of their
Do
buzzwords.
you
What
have
does that-
more-
what does that
do
mean?
you have more to tell us?
It means like
Yeah.
you feel really
What would-
strongly about it, right? Like,
what would be an
to go do
example
it.
for me?
I thought I was like
South
convicted of
Carolina
it.
Pamphlet
fucking
out.
line of Cocky
Give him
land.
that pamphlet back.
You didn't go to.
Nah, the conviction is like
Or-
you're doing. Conviction is a strong feeling about something. So I'm convicted to come in here and do the best work I can do. It's a driving force. I'm gonna do everything I can. Not convict.
Yeah, that's
like
what I was
Akon
thinking.
and Young Jeezy.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
Trying to take
I have root beer though. Yes, I brewed it. Fucked up my whole apartment. Smelled like malt for like 6 months. It was this past Christmas. Messed up when I was driving home by a week. So it wouldn't have been ready. And if I would have left it, it would have gone bad. Poured it out. It was the best smelling beer I've ever poured out. But I have the kit.
I tried to make one in college, and what is it like? Before the last 2 weeks, you put yeast in.
Mhm.
Didn't do that. Went to go check on it after the 2 weeks, and there was like this layer of shit at
Yeah.
the bottom. Was like, oh, okay, maybe that just like happens or whatever.
Must be the
Drank
hops.
it. Drank
heard
it.
you
And
recently
got
added more
so sick.
Yeah.
And like insanely buzzed.
That's bacteria.
It was, bro.
That's
It was
near-death experience.
insane. I just remember being like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna pass out." And literally woke up and was like, "That couldn't have been good for me at all." And then looked it up, and yeah, I was like, "Oh, missed probably the most important."
So were you just like throwing up and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I like felt sick. It was more of just like a hot, like flash and like a hard buzz, like just in my head, and truly just laid down and then woke up like a couple hours later.
Damn.
Did you meet Shannon yesterday or at the girl that I brought? I don't know.
No. I only got to say hi to you for a second because I was with the niece and nephew and they pulled us into the.
She's originally from PA and they live in Philly, but her brother's a brewmaster
No
at like
way.
a small place.
What's it
and,
called?
Uh,
Where
That's sick,
in
though.
PA is she from?
Bethlehem.
Yeah.
But it's in Fishtown.
Yeah.
That's where it's called.
That's like
the
great.
Humble Parlor, but I don't know. She said it's a small one.
Nice.
That's
That's in Philly, right? Fishtown.
Yeah, Fishtown. It's
Yeah.
kind of like it's like northern. It's kind of near like the drug area.
Tight.
Also, some breaking
That's
news, so to say. First time, I asked Shannon to be my girlfriend on
At the zoo?
Saturday. No, at the zoo.
Let's go.
That'd have been it.
Let's go. Side
Yeah.
quest.
Yeah, that honestly kind of is my side quest. I did say at the beginning of the year getting married. I don't know if that's gonna happen before December, but
It's on you.
Yeah, felt very confident about it.
That's awesome.
I took Shannon down to Huntsville for Billy String's concert. It was her first time. She's been enjoying the music. She knows how much I love it. And she was like jokingly in the first few weeks that we had kind of been seeing each other, she was like, I'm not saying like you're going to ask me to be your girlfriend, but if the time ever comes, she's like, I don't want it to be some grand gesture. And so we're sitting there, Billy is playing like a very beautiful love ballad, and like I have my arm around her, and it's like the whole place is lit up red. I'm like, this would be an ideal moment to whisper, be like, do you want to be my girlfriend? But I'm remembering she didn't want that, even though in my head, like I feel like she still would have, so I don't.
Yeah.
But we're sitting outside the show afterwards. The Orion Amphitheater is an amazing venue. If you ever have the opportunity to go, I would highly encourage it. After the show's done, outside of the venue, they have like essentially like a small space where a band plays, and they have like they're serving beer and stuff for like a few hours. We're kind of sitting on this staircase behind it, and they're playing Cortez the Killer, an awesome Neil Young song. It's one of my favorites ever. And I'm just like feeling this moment. I'm like having so much fun. Like she's just never been an issue with me. And I go, man, like we're sitting on 10 stairs. I go, this would be, she watched me play skate a lot. I go, this would be an awesome 10 set to hit on skate. and she laughs, and I just go, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she literally was like, no fucking way, you just did that. And then like she was like, well, yeah, but like, and then so I you know, it was fun. But
That's awesome.
Such a good story.
yeah.
Be an awesome.
Because if she
hit.
didn't laugh with the 10
Right?
step or didn't understand
Then
it,
I'm
then it's
like,
like,
then you got your
yeah,
answer.
I'm
Then you
like,
don't
yeah,
ask.
let's get out of here.
I'm glad you asked though, because when I met my fiance, we had that thing of like, I did ask her, and I have other friends who the guy was like, dude, you asked her, and the girl was like, yeah, you haven't fucking asked me, and what are we doing? So I'm glad that you asked, because I feel like that's always a conversation of people who's like, does it just happen, or do you? I like the moment.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And I guess we are doing relationship advice. I'm not one to be giving it, but very grateful to have met Shannon. She's awesome. She's such a
she's dope.
figure, and she's just
she's
so,
awesome.
You guys know me and have known me for a while, and like I can fluctuate with my moods. She keeps me very in the middle, which is great. And like on her worst days is like how I could operate on like my just like normal days.
Mhm.
So it's nice to have like a good just like person around. So yeah, I don't know why I kind of just dove down this rabbit hole, but
So-
the next time y'all meet,
I'm excited.
She loves beer.
Yeah.
And like her brother,
That's sick.
she did graphic design, and so before she was really working, she was designing beer labels for her brother's like
That's so
brewery,
sick.
which is super cool.
That's the dream.
And
dude.
so
Right.
I know that he's got that, and you know, kind of the same general location. I know
Mm-hmm.
the Pirates are you know, it's not the
hey, you're
Phillies.
good, man.
My bad.
I give no digs to anybody that's like, oh, you're from PA. You must love Joel Embiid. And I'm
Yeah.
like, other side, it's like 6 hours that way. But no, that's sick there.
Yeah.
Congrats,
I have-
man.
A question:
Yeah.
are you going up there for Christmas?
Probably not, because Jimmy is coming from Hawaii and coming back here, so that's like a tough one. Her parents don't live there anymore. Her parents are retired now and live forget some retirement kind of community in Florida.
Fort Myers?
Somewhere, yeah, let's say.
Because the reason I asked was like, one, we could link up in PA.
Yeah, if we do.
And two, caroling.
Yeah, if we do, possibly. I would like to go up and check out her brother's like brewery and stuff at some point.
That's sick.
So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, next time we're all hanging around, she would love to hear and see your scale, because that's not what I expected you to say was your hobby.
Right.
Yeah.
And dude, I feel like I'm just learning today.
Yeah.
It's
I,
awesome.
there are other hobbies, but that's the one that like I made a fucking spreadsheet for. You know? So,
That's
like,
sick, though.
Wait, so if you had to go 1v1,
Yeah.
seeds versus beer.
Ooh.
It's not close. It's beer, and the reason, well said. Like, it's not. Like, here's how I'll word it. If I could sit at my desk and drink as many beers as I have seeds and still have my job, that would be the dream too. No, beer is. It's funny. Is like when I was doing Thoughts on the Bench stuff. Me and my co-host on our podcast, 2 Beers Deep, we say it because you're at your best when you're 2 beers deep. You can stop drinking and still get home and be fine, have a good night, or that's the peak when you have the third one and the night keeps going. Like 2 is the perfect number. And so we started doing that because during our pre-pro we'd have 2 beers out of the 6-pack and then have some more there. But we did vlogs of it, going to breweries, and it's a different thing because it's all encompassing. Like if we get to go tour a seedery, that would be sick. But just touring the breweries and meeting the people and the stories, and like her brother, like I have one of my best friends went to college with a guy who got kicked out of his fraternity, who moved to Denver and opened up a brewery, and he's just sent me merch just because we've DM'd and been like, hey, this is sick. He's at a new one now and I can't remember the name of it, but it's just like a weird thick as thieves community that I feel like I'm just like a reporter on the outside
just
of it.
A beat writer for
yeah,
beer.
dude, just a beat writer for beer. I love it.
I remember when
We need a beer, boys.
like craft beer popped off and the labels are what drew me in
Dude,
first.
the labels are sick. And I'm not on my phone. I have a blog that I would love from back in the day to show you guys.
Do you have off the top of your head like your top 3 beer canned design?
I do.
While you think, we're also at 1 hour 10 minutes on the podcast, so just keep that in mind.
How are we at a battery with those?
Well, that's looking too. The reason I ask is because I've always thought like the Voodoo Ranger ones are sick.
They're dope.
Coming out with a new IPA. It's like
Really?
a fruit or like a tropical IPA.
The logos or the way the can looked is how I would pick. I would just like, oh, that one looks cool. I'm gonna try
I
it.
feel like I got duped by that a lot though.
For sure.
22 years.
100%.
This is awesome. Like it does taste like shit.
What's
but
the
I'm
monkey
gonna choke
one?
This down.
The milky one?
Monkey magic? Is it magic?
Oh,
Monkey?
there's they have Golden Monkey and Sour Monkey. Yeah, those are great. I'm a
That one always
sucker.
got me.
That one's brewed by
Golden
me.
Monkey got me too.
Yeah.
Golden Monkey's crazy.
That
Sour
one's
Monkey.
brewed in Downingtown.
There's
PA.
one Siesta Key of can that I actually kept, and I'm not even a big beer drinker, but the can looks so sick.
Dude, it is.
There's one called Lacto Cooler. There's a brewery called Voodoo, not Voodoo Ranger, but Voodoo, that I interviewed their graphic designer just one day for our pod, and it is I can't remember, it's Slimer from Goosebump, and they have it on the can, and it's holographic on the can, so it shines.
So
I'll get them to send some
I just
mail
thought
in,
it was
but-
cool because obviously I feel like within the craft beer community is a bunch of people that have like artistic ability.
Crazy, dude.
And so for them to get to show it on a beer
They're
can
tattoo
is
artists
so
without a
sick.
needle at this point. Like
Yeah.
most beer guys want to be tattoo artists. Is how I've always met. And the other thing about it, we used to go for Black Abbey when we did their marketing and just look at Turnip Truck and look at the cans and just see shit. And I'm like, well, ours aren't selling because they're sticker and you can see the sticker and it looks weird compared to these cans that are all matted. Then you got like, and you're looking, there's just so much intricacies to it. And it all comes down to the weight of it, the amount of money. Are you going to store it all? Like all these logistical things that luckily that's why I'm a fan of it, not a part of it. It's because it's crazy. But it's sick. Yeah. A lot of cans that are
Dude,
cool.
I know we've talked about doing an Inside the Bus vlog for golf. Weather's kind of turning a little bit. Who knows? Potentially, we could do a little brewery crawl. Bring the fucking leader of the pack with us. Take us his top in Nashville and go from there.
We'll rent one of those brew hop, the green trolley buses, and just go
That
around.
would be
And
all
I'll
time.
die on the way home and still be a happy man.
That'd
Like
be
that's.
fun.
That would be dope.
Love it.
I have a blog here that I read for Clump one day that is titled "Top 10 Beers to Have" that I would love to get your guys' opinion on. This is from I believe 2020. So I'll go fast on it. I wrote a scenario where I was just like, these are my top 10 favorite beers. 10. The first family member beer. Nothing quite hits like the first time your cousin or family member offers you a beer for the first time legally, of course.
Love that.
9. The oh my god, there's one beer left beer. Have you ever thought, damn, I'm out of beer, and magically one appears in the bottom of the fridge? Someone up above is looking out for you. Wow, there's a beer. 8. The PTO beer. Whether you have PTO or not, cracking a cold one while sending out the last email before a long vacation really starts the vacay off on the right foot. This one it's climbed up the rankings now. The hotel balcony beer. Whether it's a new city or just celebrating the one that you love, something about pretending to be rich and famous that just hits home. 6, and this is controversial, the airport beer at 6. Easily the most underappreciated beer, but everyone has it. Is he an internet mogul? Where's she off to? Hawaiian shirts in October? He must be going to Sweden. Drinking beers at 6 a.m., Mitch. 5. The first one at the reception bar beer. Every single wedding reception has ended in a hangover, but nothing is more refreshing than the first beer after you watch your loved one say, I do. Big points if you're the one that says, this round's on me at the open bar.
Yeah, classic.
Number 4, the before going out shower beer.
Yeah.
Music is a must, but I didn't want to just add shower beer. It has to be about a build up. Top 3, the new city beer. New breweries and establishments are half the fun of traveling, but cracking the beer in a new city feels adventurous. Number 2, the weird day drinking beer. Staring at a 30 rack on a Saturday morning, nothing compares to it. Not birds or alarm clocks can wake you up faster. Coffee can't compete. The world is your oyster. And the number 1 beer of all time is the next beer. I'm a sucker for a good cliche, but nothing is as good as your next beer.
Wow. That's awesome.
That-
I wasn't aware of how good of a writer you are, man.
Yeah.
It's
You
awesome.
really bring us in. Like, we're there. Like, I can taste the
I have
Bud Light on my
300 pages on my blog website of just shit. My first one is called F. James Harrison, and I didn't put it out for a week because I was like, what if he reads it and kills me? But I put it out because he had gone to the Patriots that day.
Yeah.
So
You're still alive.
I don't think there's
barely.
that may have been the best way to end off a pod.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Because what's
That
the
was
best
awesome.
pod?
The next one.
Oh my God, campaign.
And we'll see you next
Quarter century.
and we'll see you next week.
Oh my gosh, yeah.